Whatever happened to the game Spore?
Hey guys, welcome to my series, What Happened To? We'll take a look at some of the most anticipated Sandbox games that either never made release or just couldn't live up to the hype.
Originally called Sim Everything, this gigantic idea for a game began back in 1994. The name Spore was suggested by another Maxis developer, which was made a working title at the time, and then soon after stuck. Removing the sim from the title was a refreshing move for game designer Will Wright, and freeing him from the preconception another sim title would have brought. After several delays, the game was eventually released on September 7th, 2008. Spore is a multi-genre, single-player god game, separated into 5 stages. The first stage is Cell, and it begins with you starting out as just a simple microbe, swimming around, eating meat chunks or plants to grow while you're trying to avoid predators at the same time. Second is the creature stage. Leaving the water behind, your new goal is to either befriend or attack other species. Successful socialization and hunting attempts will gain varying amounts of DNA points, which can be spent on many new body parts. As you befriend or hunt more creatures, its intelligence and size increases until it's able to form a tribe. Be sure to make any last adjustments before you evolve though, as this is where your creature look will stay permanent. Forming a tribe shifts the game camera into an RTS style mode, allowing you to take control of the entire group. You can build structures to supply food, weapons, musical instruments, and healing. There are 5 other tribes that appear along with the player's tribe. For every other tribe, befriended or destroyed, a piece of totem pole is built, which may increase the population limit of your tribe, and grant access to new tools and clothes. When all 5 tribes are either allied or conquered, the player may move forward into the civilization stage. Now becoming the dominant species of the planet, you enter the civilization stage. The goal is to now gain control over the entire planet. This can be done by using either military force, diplomacy, or religious influence. Once you take control of the entire planet, it's time to construct a spaceship and enter the space stage. One of the main goals in this stage is for the player to push their way towards the black hole at the galaxy's center. Along the way, you'll make contact with other alien races with many different personalities and worldviews, ranging from diplomatic and polite, willing to ally, to distrustful and willing to wage war. A small expansion pack was released in late 2008 called Creepy and Cute, which added a bunch of new parts and colour schemes to the creature creation. Another expansion pack was released in June 2009 called Galactic Adventures, which expanded the space stage, giving the player the ability to beam down onto the planets and complete adventures. Players can also customise their captain with weapons and accessories to assist these adventures. According to EA, Spore sold 2 million copies in the first 3 weeks on sale. Spore received relatively high reviews from the critics, however most disappointed at the lack of depth and quality of gameplay in the later phases. Also, criticism emerged surrounding the stability of the game. Spore was released using a modified version of the controversial DRM software, SecuROM, which requires authentication upon installation and when online access is used. Additionally, EA released the game under a policy by which the product key of an individual copy of the game would only be authenticated on up to 3 computers. In response to customer complaints, this limit was raised to 5 computers. The SecuROM software was not mentioned on the box, in the manual, or in the software license agreement. A cracked version without the DRM was released 2 days before the initial Australian release, making Spore the most pirated game of 2008. It's clear that the hype for the game was very real. However, I believe with so many elements to it, it felt like each stage was left with a lack of content. Also, the removal of the water stage. I don't know if it was due to the game being rushed or a lack of effort, as it was never re-implemented. I had a lot of fun playing the game when it came out, with plenty of ways to get creative and feel a sense of progression through each stage. However, the gameplay felt very clunky and limited. I couldn't help but feel as if it was all just a filler to get to the space stage where the gameplay really opens up. What were your thoughts on the game? What parts did you enjoy, or did you not enjoy the game at all? Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit that like button if you did, as it really helps me out a lot. And if you have not already, please subscribe to stay tuned for more episodes of What Happened To. Until then, happy sandboxing, and I'll see you in the next video.